Hello, hello, hello. I also didn't expect to come back so quickly, but guys, we have the full story of what is going on with this top loader commission. So if you guys saw the unboxing earlier or not, I'll just give a brief summary. Um this I opened this like a few minutes ago, and originally was a crown here, but as I was opening it, the crown just flooped. And I wanted to have full assurance the designer that made this top loader will take responsibility for it and fix it for me, right? And so there's a reason why the story is why I'm here to tell you guys the whole story. All right, so let me wait a few minutes. To have everyone join in, and also tea chatting MyKshopper style. So I didn't think a tea chat could happen in MyKshopper, but this is a tea chatting over an item that we have purchased. So get ready. Get ready. All right. So let me welcome Sarah. Sarah, you were not here in my last video, right? But yeah, Sarah, are you up to speed? If you need like more backstory, please let me know. But she says, how am I? And stop complimenting me, but thank you very much. And I am fine. I'll talk about how I'm doing in the next lives I'm doing today. Okay, so no small talk. This is only about tea chatting about this item. Okay, so double M, glad you're here. Love the strawberries. I love the strawberries. And so there's a lot to talk about. Okay, so Sarah, I'm glad you did. She saw the unboxing video and felt bad to see the crown not attached. Hope it can be resolved. And Cherry says hi again. Stabbing you guys, but thank you very much as always. As always for the compliments. As always, I roll my eyes. Okay, so Sarah, I'm glad you're all up to speed. And I'm also glad you had time to watch that video so quickly. So great. And so if anyone here that comes now and needs more backstory, please let me know. But I'm gonna start from the beginning. All right. So Lulu, you need to go to sleep. Unless, are you gonna stay up all night? Is that your plan? Okay. Anyways, Lulu. Yeah. She says hi all and spill the tea. That's why I'm here, and I never thought tea chatting in MyKshopper would happen. But welcome to the first tea chatting of MyKshopper of 2023. So let's start from the beginning. All right. So we already know. So here, Double M, she is the one that requested me to do this commission with a tasting salt. So if you guys don't know tasting salt, her Twitter name. Sorry, let me. Her Twitter name is tasting_salt. If you guys want to look her up, but I have done many commissions with her, and I've also bought her pre-made stuff before as well for customers and for myself. And overall always goes fine, but her commissions are always the most difficult for me to do, even for my own commission that I did for myself. She's just for some reason really difficult doing commissions with. And so let's start from the beginning. So Double M contacts me wanting to do this top loader commission, and like I prepared her as much as I could since of all my experiences and why it's so difficult. So I prepared her like you have this idea, but you definitely have to be flexible. Like many things could change. She could be like missing some things, blah, blah, blah. So just I want you to be sure that you are flexible with it. Like, you have this idea, but being flexible of how tasting salt will design it, and that it will be very expensive. So I wanted her to be sure all was good with her price and the design and being flexible. That was just most important to do. And she said, I'm all good, I'm prepared, I really want this. And I'm like, great, as long as you have this all in mind, we are good. All right. And so she actually asked me this early December, but I was on vacation, if you guys remember. So I was like, so girl, I'm like really busy and on vacation. So once I'm free and able to do it, and also like not like doing a lot of work as well. So that's when I was going to do the commission with her. And so we did this commission on Christmas Day. For some reason tasting salt was still working on Christmas Day, and so that was when we started this on Christmas Day. And so I was like, I'm good to do it on that day too. And so that's when it started. So So yeah, so I submitted the application for the commission, and like I talked with Double M about everything she wants and also all her flexibility. I wanted to be as prepared as possible. So I really did my best to be as prepared as possible with everything we talked about. And then after I submitted the application and gave Tasting Salt all the requests I have of making the commission, the first issue already happened. So I didn't know this until Tasting Salt told me. So when you want to do LED in a top loader, so LED is just it lighting up like this. All right, so it lighting up like this, that's called LED, adding on into the top loader. So I assumed you could add it on to any top loader you want. I assumed, all right, but it turns out only two types of styles can add on this kind of LED. I didn't know that. How are we supposed to know that? And so Double M wanted a certain style of the top loader to be a certain way, but LED cannot be added to that kind of style. And I was like, girl, already out of the get-go, you got to change something, So I'm like, I prepared her. So, this always will happen, And so, yeah, so every time I do a commission, I always learn something new. And so for any of you guys then, want to do a tasting salt commission, I don't, what's the word? What's the word? I don't want to tell people like don't do it because it's so difficult. I don't want to say that because she does make it super beautiful, but just keep in mind, yeah, you must be flexible. It is expensive, and you're going to deal with a lot of stuff. Okay. So anyways, even though I have all this experience, I still learn something new with every single commission. And so anyway, so now I know if you want to add LED to a top loader, the only two designs you can do with it is like a transparent cream. So like just like do you guys like see like top loaders that have like a lot of cream on there? So only that kind of cream, and then you put charms on top of it, that can be LED. Or the other type is this type. So this type, which is this big frame you guys see here. So this kind of like I forgot what she called it, but it's some kind of acrylic frame. So this kind of frame as well. This is also the other type that can do LED. And so that's what we got for Double M, but this was not her original design to do this frame. But because she really wanted LED, so she had to pick between the two. And yeah, as she was like trying her best to like pick which one she wants more, yeah, she decided on the acrylic frame would like go best with the idea of the commission she wanted for it. So yeah, so anyways, already something, that is not what Double M initially wanted, but she, was going with the flow and still wanted to believe, yeah, it was gonna be okay. And so with this acrylic frame though, is that there's also other what's the word, there's not really a lot of designs you could put in this acrylic frame. And so I wasn't sure like how exactly we can go about it with like the colors or what exactly her idea was with a top loader. But then thankfully Tasting Salt gave me a suggestion that was like similar to what we originally wanted. And so it was with this frame, you put in silver glitter. Yeah, so that was like a lot of what Double M like initially wanted, is that to be like silver and like we see like a winter prince theme, and so yeah, so I didn't know that you could do that with this acrylic frame. And so yeah, so Tasting Salt suggested that put in glitter inside the frame, and then I'm like, that's perfect. And then Double M also said that's perfect too. And so we were all good on that. It's like, okay, all good on that, right? Okay, so that was all good. And then I'm trying to remember what else did we have to deal with. I think that was the main one, right? Double M, if I'm missing something, please let me know. But I remember that was the main concern. Yeah, just on all the situations we had to deal with to try to pick the best one that fits the style she wants. And so yeah. And then when it came to these charms, that's right. So the next thing is with these charms. And so Double M wanted some charms that represented Sejun and his work and stuff. And so yeah, so she was looking. So like one example was that she was looking for a potion bottle, and we had an example of what kind of potion bottle she wanted to put on here. But then yeah, Tasting Salt had like nothing that looked like that, but she could like make like a glass bottle to represent on there. And then yeah, so Double M was like a bit what's the word, like back and forth of like what to do about this potion bottle. But then yeah, but in my opinion, so Double M, I didn't tell you this, but in my opinion, I felt like Tasting Salt was very annoyed at me about the potion bottle. So I mean, it's only via cacao, we don't know for sure, but just I just felt like because I was like, like trying to like figure out like, do I really want this potion bottle? But I was like speaking for Double M, like, do I really want it? And like thinking about the style and stuff, and like maybe if we put it on here, would it look better? But then But then, yeah, but then Tasting Salt was just like, what's the word? Like, she didn't really, what's the word? Like she wasn't really, um, she wasn't really like generous with me, that I was like going back and forth or something like that. So I'm like, you would think, she talks with customers all the time on Tableaus. You would think, you have people that, want to like think back and forth on things. I would think you're used to that, but like I could tell, like, in some sense she was like kind of annoyed with me of doing that. But I'm like, people can change their minds. It's not a big deal. And so anyways, yeah. So I always feel like sometimes a little bit uncomfortable when I'm talking with her. Like, also, if I don't respond to her quickly, she also like gets kind of annoyed at me. But I'm just like, what can we do? Because I'm like talking with the customer as well. And then, before I give her the final decision. But I can tell, like, it's like when I don't take a it's like when I don't respond to her like within a minute or two, then she starts like messaging me like more things and blah blah blah. And I'm just like 1 second, like let me like respond to you first. But like it just feels like because she's like pushing me to like respond quickly, and that's why she tells me like all these other things like after that. And I'm just like, I wish you could be like a little bit more generous with me. Just wait for me to decide. And if I go back and forth on something, it's my top loader. I want to make sure that I do it the way that I want slash what the customer wants. And so, yeah, so I always felt that way with every time I've talked with her with all other commissions, is that yeah, she's not very like generous. You guys get what I mean? So anyways, regardless, I just do my best. Okay. And so I just, just try to like, roll off my shoulders when she like trying to kind of like pressures me a little bit. And so anyways, I just, just want to make sure that I say everything and make it all clear that she understands what I want. And so that's just most important that I had to deal with. So anyways, yeah. So in the end, as you guys can see, there is no potion bottle here. And so in the end, yeah, Double M did not want it. And I do agree, like, I'm glad you didn't add that, because I think it's totally fine as is and looks all good. And so, yeah. Yeah, so I do believe that was the main thing. And then everything else, kind of went okay. And it's honestly, it's all thanks to Double M. And so after like finished talking with Tasting Salt of what we want, then she sends me the rough draft. Okay, so the rough draft, I can show it to you guys. So 1 second. So this is the first photo she sends after talking about everything with her. So the first photo, yeah, the first photo looked like this. Yeah, so that was the first draft of how it looked like, just only with the charms on top, and just me, yeah. And then, and then talking with Double M, like, what do you think about this? Do you want to change anything, or move the positions, or blah blah, like, what do you think? And also, are you happy with all these charms and stuff? And so usually, like, me included, like, and with other commissions I've done, like, usually, yeah, we want to like switch out something, move something, or add something, blah blah. But Double M was like, no, this looks really good. I'm like, are you sure? I'm like, are you sure there's nothing else you want to change, really? So I was very, very surprised that Double M was very, very okay with the first draft, like as is, and didn't want to like really change anything. And I'm just like, okay, well, that's gonna make it so much easier if really you're very okay with this first draft already. Except yeah, but still there's like a few more things to do. Is that I don't know why Tasting Salt is like this, but the thing is, I've said in my application, I want to put a chain here. Yeah, so Double M wants to put a chain there, but there's no chain there. I'm like, how come she didn't put a chain there? And so, so I just like messaged her. It's like, so here are some like revisions. Is that, I said I want to put a chain there. So I text her, do you have this type of chain, or is it like not is not available? Is that why you didn't add it in there? But she doesn't tell me a reason. She just adds on the chain after I mention it. And I'm just like, okay, so you just forgot, or do you not like look at my application when you're doing the first draft? I don't know. But this is not the first time she's done this. So even on my own GM commission, like, I asked for something to be put on there, but she doesn't put it on there. I'm like, did you not get my message? Or like, did you, I don't know, forgot? I don't know. But like, yeah, it's not the first time. She usually does this. I'm always like really weirded out by that. And so anyways, yeah, just FYI, this is why commissions, particularly with Tasting Salt, is more difficult, because she doesn't listen, or she forgets a lot. I don't know, every single commission I've done with her, something like that always happens. So I'm just like, okay. So anyways, okay. So after I let her know about the chain, but then also, yeah, so Double M also said that she felt like it looks kind of empty. Yeah. So she felt look kind of empty. So then she asked, like, how about, like, can we add these things or these things? And I'm like, let me ask. But, like, but I said, like, most likely it might be to a point that you can't, like, add anything else. And so yeah, so I just asked the tasting salt, like, would this be possible? Like, we add this and this and this, and then this is the second time. So the second time after asking additional things and stuff. And so this is the second time she sends this photo. Okay. So the thing is, she added some stuff, but she also took out some stuff. So I don't know what happened, but, like, originally were 3 strawberries, if you guys remember seeing that. So originally was 3 strawberries, but then she took out one. I don't know why, but I guess because of the things I wanted to add in. So she just of her own accord, she decided, like, maybe it was best to take out a strawberry and then just add the other things that Double M wanted to add in. And I'm like, okay. And then also, like, Double M wanted to ask for, like, other things to add on, but then tasting salt then tells me, like, this is the most you could add on. You can't add on anything else. This is the most. And so I'm like, okay. And then so I let Double M know, like, what do you think about this? Need to change anything, remove anything? And then Double M again made my job so easy. She said this was perfectly fine. I'm like, are you sure? I'm like, are you sure? I've never had a customer be like that easygoing, that she really thought this was okay. And I'm like, as long as you like it, that's most important. Okay. And so that's what she said to me. Except as you guys can see, the chain is still not there. Okay. I'm like, how come she still didn't add in the chain? Okay. And so yeah. So then again, so I asked her again, is it not possible to add in the chain? So this is my second time asking it. And I'm like, please answer me. Like, what's going on with this chain? And then finally, she adds on the chain. Okay, finally. And then she asked me, is this chain okay? And then that's when I talked to Double M about it. I'm like, yeah, so now this is, like, the final thing. Like, are you really okay with this? Like, really? And so yeah, so I'm talking with both of them about this. And then while I'm, like, waiting for Double M response, and then I'm also, like, going through, making sure that really everything is okay, because this is, like, the final thing. We can't, like, change anything after this. And so I just want to make sure with her everything is okay. And, like, I didn't respond for, like, 10 minutes. Okay, I understand 10 minutes might be kind of long, I guess, kind of, but still, this is, like, really important. It's, like, the final thing, and then we can't change it anymore. And so anyways, it was only, like, 10 minutes past, and then Tasting Salt asked me, if this is okay, can I go ahead and just total up the price for you? I'm like, can you, like, wait for my response first? I was just so, like, why is she so impatient with me? And so anyways, it was only 10 minutes. I'm like, I was gonna respond pretty soon. Yeah, after I just talk about it with Double M. And so anyways, yeah, Double M, this is, like, extra info. Yeah, I didn't tell her, but, like, now, spilling all the tea. Okay. And so anyways, like, I don't know why she's so impatient with me when it's my top loader. So anyways, finally I respond to her after I finished talking with Double M. And, like, the only thing that Double M wanted to change was just the orientation of that music note. So, like, the music note was, like, touching the crown. Can you see that? Double M didn't like that, so I just drew it like that to move the music note like that. And I asked, is that possible? And then yeah, and so she changed the orientation of the notes as shown there. And so yeah, so after I saw this, and then I double checked with Double M, and she says this is all perfectly fine. Go ahead, let's be done with this top loader now. And I'm like, great, okay, so we're all good. And then yeah. And I let Tasting Salt know, yeah, I just total up everything for me, and then bought it. And then few days later, I don't know how long it took her. It took her 4 days. And then she gave us the final look. And so yeah, so as you guys see here in photo, that's it, all done, and without LED lit up. And then she sends the photo of it lit up like this. And then all looks good. And I was like, great. But honestly, I was a little bit nervous if maybe Double M might not like it, because in my opinion, compared to the final draft, if you guys remember the final draft, it's not, this is how the final draft before got all fixed, right? But still, I mean, this is, like, pretty rough draft of it, but still, we didn't see how it would look like in the acrylic frame. So we still didn't have, like, a good idea of, like, how exactly it would end up. So I was still kind of nervous, what if Double M doesn't like it? And so yeah, so when I saw these photos, like, I thought looked good, but again, just not sure if this is what Double M envisioned it. And so yeah, so I was like, okay, let me hear from her and see what she said. And also Double M, I don't know if you know, this is why I didn't want to ask you until now, but But the music, no, she didn't change the orientation. So it's not really touching the crown. But like now that the crown is off, I don't think it matters. But I thought was weird. How come she moved back the note orientation? Do you guys remember, how I fixed it? And so yeah, it was supposed to be like that. Okay, you guys see, it was supposed to be like that. But then the final one, yeah, she decided to go the original thing, but at least it's not touching the crown, which was Double M's concern. But I was like, I wonder why she did that, unless she thought that was prettier than like looking the other way. But I did thought that was interesting. I requested, have the note look the other way, but then yeah, so so that was, I was like a little bit nervous. What if like Double M, notices that too and then doesn't like it? But I'm like, we can't change it, sadly. Like, this is the final thing, and yeah, you can't really change anything unless I don't know, unless it's like easily fixable. But all these things should have been like all glued, and everything all done. So like, I usually just take it as like, this is the final thing. Can't really do anything about it. And so anyways, I showed to Double M, right? And she said she loves it. I'm like, are you for real? Don't lie to me. Okay, so I was like a little bit worried if she was lying to me, but then she says she really, really likes it. I was very happy to hear that. But she did have one thing, and I mentioned this in the unboxing earlier, is that when she saw this lit up photo, she's like, is this supposed to be dark there? Like, is that okay? Like, can she fix that? And I'm like, I personally didn't really notice that, but I just assume maybe the charms on top are like blocking the light. So it would look that way. And so I personally thought, I think it's okay. And also I want to believe that tasting salt, if by chance something was broken or wrong, that she wouldn't send it to us if she didn't think, that way. You know what I'm saying? And so I just wanted to believe as well in tasting salt, like she wouldn't like send us something broken or anything, right? And so yeah, so Double M was concerned about that, but I was also thinking like, it's not like it could easily be fixed or anything, but regardless, I felt was still best that I see it in person first, and do everything and then see how it is, and then I'll ask her about it. And so update on the LED thing, on that thing later. Okay, 1 second. And so, except for that, Double M really said it's really so pretty. She loves it. And I'm like, it is so pretty. And as long as you like it, like this is really okay for you, that's most important. Okay. And then she was very excited to see me unbox it today. And that's why she's here. So, and of course, I was excited as well to see it in person too. And we could see everything. And so now, moving to today, all right? So all the backstory and the tea about that commission all done now. So now today, I do the unboxing, if you guys saw it or not, but while I was unboxing it, it was very exciting, as you guys saw. But then as I was opening it, the crown just bloop. It just blooped, and I was like, I know things like this could happen, but I hate it when, Sally, these things happen, and so it happened. And just following now, after that unboxing live, I said I will contact Tasting Salt about all this and then hear from her what she says about it. And then I'll give you guys the part 2 about this story and say the whole story. And I'm here now because it's I have the whole story. Okay, so let me explain what's the whole story now. I contact her, and the first thing I ask first is about the LED. And so, showing again the LED. Sorry, I'm fine. Dry air and still bad air quality today. I'm fine. Okay, so as you can see, LED is very bright. It is so bright, but now seeing it on screen here, you can obviously see as well now, that's quite dark. And so when we look in the back, it's pretty weird, yeah, that this is randomly not bright. But then you can see here, it's also not really bright there, but I think that's not too big of a concern. But yeah, it is kind of weird. Yeah, that is like randomly like not as bright. And so in my thinking, if these two bulbs were just closer together, because these, so basically, it's hard to see. Hold on, maybe if I turn it off. No, it was really hard to see, but the bulbs in the LED are super tiny in here, but I can obviously see in person the bulb. So like this is like one, two, three, four. There, I can see easily in person the bulbs here. Okay, so here is one, two, three, four, and then one, two, three, four, five, and then here on this side there's one, two, three, four. Right, all right. So do you guys get what I'm saying? And so yeah, so the bulbs were like each individually, but yeah, it seems like here, like, it's, if only these two were just closer together, then it will look like the whole thing is bright, that's for sure. But anyways, this kind of thing, so I asked her about this first, all right, before the crown. So yeah, I wanted to leave the crown for last. So I asked her about this, just wondering, hey, I try to also ask it as nicely as possible. Like, I don't want to like accuse her of like, being a bad designer, of course not, right? And so I just asked her, seeing it in person, this part is like kind of dim, so I just want to ask, I'm just curious if maybe like the bulb is broken, or maybe by chance if there's like something wrong here. So I just wanted to just wanted to make sure if like this is okay. And then she responds to me saying like, I'm also not too sure about that. And I'm like, oh, so I'm thinking like, this is the first time anyone has ever asked her something like this. And so she explains to me how the LED works, is that it's a string of lights. Yeah. It's a string of lights, not all close together. It's just a random string of lights, and like she just puts it on there as is. But it seems, based on how this looks like, is that she doesn't excuse me, she doesn't like have the bulbs like in a certain order or anything. It seems like she just like wraps it just as is, but not very, not really being detailed about it, just seeing how like all the bulbs would be lit up. And so yeah, that's my assumption as to why like she personally is not thinking things like that. And also when she sees it in person, she's like, oh no, this looks like good enough, or like, just usually how the rest of her work is, I guess. And so anyways, yeah, so I feel like this is kind of like a minor thing, but it, of course, would be great if it was like perfectly all lit up like that, right? But it still is lit up quite good. It is yeah, so double M, when you see it in person, it's still lit up quite good. But yeah, but this is like still kind of like a minor thing to deal with. And so anyway, so I definitely expected she wouldn't say anything about it, or no, sorry, not in that sense. Sorry, is that she wouldn't say anything like, oh yeah, this is like an issue, I'm sorry about that. I really didn't expect her to say anything like that. And so yeah, so her answer back at me was what I expected. She's like, yeah, I'm not sure about that, but yeah, she said, she just explained to me how the LED works, and like how it was, how she put it in and everything like that. So she was just explaining to me like that, and I'm like, okay, that's good to know. And so I just ended it with saying like, okay, I was just curious, that's why I asked about it. But then she very kindly, in some sense, she says, but if by chance you are not satisfied with the LED, like, is there something I can do for you? And so I was not expecting her to say something like that. So I was like, what? I was like, well, is this something that you can actually fix? And so she said, no, it's not fixing it, but I would have to make the whole thing over again. And I'm like, oh, makes sense. Like, what is here final is like final, so you can't really like fix a small thing, especially LED, because it's like glued in there, and so she said, yeah, so that would be the only way to fix it. If you're not satisfied with it, I have to make the whole thing over again. And so I tell this to double M, I'm like, so that's the only way could fix this, if by chance you really are not satisfied with it. But I wanted to believe she didn't want to pay for another top loader. And so yeah, so anyways, yeah, so double M responded saying that, yeah, I do not want to pay for another top loader, and this is not a big deal. And I agree as well. Like, it's disappointing, but can you remember Mikey on top loader, the glue on the corner? You guys remember? That bothers me so much that there's like a little hole there, but it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. She's a great top loader designer, but she's really like not a perfectionist. And it's when you're making top loaders all the time, I think it's kind of meant to be, that not every top loader can be perfect, and so we wish, but with her line of work, it's just we have to accept what it is, and it's not like a super super big deal, and it's just not perfect, and so we have to stop being perfectionists, me included. And so yeah, so something like this, we just let it go, and it still looks great, right? So double M and I already talked about this, and yeah, she's accepted that, it's still just fine, just, not perfect, but it's still fine. And anyways, yeah, and I expected tasting salt to respond that way. So anyways, LED talk over now. and I tell her, okay, so now I have like a more serious thing to add to let you know is that, yeah, so first I showed her only photos. So I'm like, if you want to see my unboxing video, I didn't send it to her, but if you want to see my unboxing video, I can show it to you. So for now, I only showed her photos of the crown just being obviously, not on the top loader anymore. And so she responds with a tweet that she has in like her main pinned tweet. And this tweet is talking about, if any of the charms fall off the top loader, here is the type of glue that you can buy and just paste it on yourself to fix it. So when I saw this, I'm like, okay, it's understandable, but doesn't feel good. Okay, so when she sent this to me, my initial feeling was like, man, this doesn't feel good, but I understand, right? And so when I was telling Double M this, I was like, this is what she says to me. And then Double M responds like, I have to paste it on myself. And I'm like, yeah. And I totally understand. I was like having the same feeling. It's like, so like this kind of situation, yeah, she not doing like, return to her and she fixes it and then send it back to me. No, it's we glue it on ourselves. So this is a debate. I do think this would be a debate in like how you guys feel, but we have to think in the minds of both the designer slash distributor and us as the customer. And so as I think about this, like I can understand that I'm sure this happened to many of her clients before, right? I'm sure it does. Otherwise, why would she have that pinned tweet there, So I'm sure this has happened many times to her. And thinking from her perspective as a distributor is that if she got all those top loaders returned to her and she has to bear the shipping fee, she would lose a lot of money. I totally understand that, and like, at some point, it's like you have to make some sacrifices in the sense like, if it's only a charm that fell off the top loader and it's kind of an easy fix, especially, on our side, we just buy the glue and just paste it on ourselves. That is just more logical to do than for her to like bear so many shipping fees to have to fix it for these clients herself. But like, in my opinion, to keep the customer happy, I feel that you should do this so that we can talk more highly of you, that you do this. But here's another thing though, is that technically this is not her fault technically. So when anyway, so let me explain more of the story. So she tells me this, right? And so I was dumbfounded a little bit, and then I try to do my best to respond back in a way to like, to get more answers from her. And so while I'm in this state, I decided to ask her like, okay, I understand, saying that I understand that I read her tweet and stuff. And so I said that, but I am a little bit worried. I wonder though, given the crown is like kind of thin and it's kind of small, like, Lulu saying like, if it had a backing would stick to it better, like, thinking that as well. So like I just explained, this crown is quite small and thin. So I'm worried if I do paste it on again by myself, and like what if like it falls again, then what do I do about that? So I felt that was the best question I could ask her without being like accusatory of like, of like really, and so yeah, so anyways, I really had to do my best to talk to her as nicely as possible. And so I felt this question could help like, help me get the answers that I want. And so she says is that during shipment, charms could fall off like that. And so she said it like that, which means like she had the experience, during shipment, charms would fall off like that, sadly. But she said, but if you paste it on yourself and like, doesn't go through shipment again, it should stick on completely fine and be totally okay. And I'm like, oh, that's a pretty good reason. I have to admit, that's a pretty good reason. So FYI, I see in the tracking is that she ships from Daegu. Do you guys know how far away Daegu is? And so I live in Seoul, and so Daegu is like 4-hour drive. Yeah, it's like a 4-hour drive from here. And so during the shipment from Daegu to here in Seoul, I had that in mind. It's like, yeah, it came a long way. It is possible that it went through lots of movement during shipment, right? And so it could make the charms fall off like that. And given, seemed like she was talking from experience that she had many customers that had situations like this, right? And so yeah, so after she said that, and also like assuring me like, as long as it doesn't go through shipment again, you paste it on with the glue and it should stick in just fine. And I'm just like, okay, okay, I understand. Thank you for helping me. Have a good day. All right. And so I didn't know what else to say. I couldn't really give her high compliments, So I was just like, just being understanding. I was just being understanding. It's like, okay, I will do my best, to paste it on. Thank you for letting me know. And she said, thank you for your understanding to me. And I'm like, of course, it's understandable, And so yeah, so that's how we ended the conversation. And um so I tell this to Double M, and at first she's like, I have to paste it on myself, but but then I explained to her this whole thing as well. She said during shipment, blah blah blah. So I explained all this to her, and then she also says back at me, Double M, that she's also understanding. And yeah, she says she could easily get the glue in her country and she pastes it on herself. And so yeah, so I also suggest, since it's going from Korea to her country, which is super far away, as you guys can assume, most countries are far away from Korea. And so yeah, so I suggested, yeah. So I won't paste it for you, but as long as you can find the glue in your country and you do it yourself, yeah, and then after that, surely the crown will stick on just fine. But if another issue happens, of course, let me know, Double M. Make sure you do unboxing video as well, so you could show to me, and also I could show that to Tasting Salt if need be. So yeah, so just always, yeah, do that as well, and hopefully this top loader will get to you just fine. And also, yeah, let me know how it goes with pasting it on as well on your own. So finally, after 35 minutes, thank you for listening for me for 35 minutes. Yeah. Tea chatting, any kind of story I say could go on forever. And so that is finally the whole story of what happened. If you guys have any other comments or questions, please feel free to ask. And so before I get to that, Double M wants to see the photo card in here, and let's do that first before I chat away with you guys. So I need to get some tape, so 1 second. Oh, by the way, Double M, I'm gonna put the crown here in this baggie. Okay, so the crown is safely here. Yeah, I'll ship like that with the top loader. So let me put some tape on for Sejun photo card. But yeah, if only the crown was on here would look more beautiful. But for now, yeah, we could see it before the true beauty, I guess. I don't know what to call it, but yeah. So yeah, but still, yeah. Double M wanted to see it with the photo card. So here I go. Okay, and let's put it. Yeah, it's already in the sleeve, by the way. So I'm putting it in like this. Okay, goes in really smoothly. Okay, that's nice. Okay. But yeah, this is the hard part of trying to like push it in like at this point. But yeah, but I'm gonna do as carefully as I can. 1 second. Oh. Okay. Okay, you guys already see. Oh yeah, it's already looking great. But yeah, let me try to position it better. Okay. I think that's the best I can do. Okay, let me try that a little bit more. Okay. 1 second. Okay, I think that's the best I can do. Okay, let's just have it up to there. Okay, and then the tape, yeah, I'll keep this tape here, so yeah, you could take it out like that. Okay, so let me just bend it like this. So here we go. There we go. It's so beautiful. That's really, really beautiful. It is. It's matching him totally. It's really so good. And yeah, and imagine if the crown was here, would be better, of course. Yeah, if you guys can imagine. Yeah. But yeah, but looks really good. And then let's light it up. Oh yeah. Really, really good. Really, really nice. Yeah. And like, yeah, seeing it in person is still good. Yeah. So like, I feel like on screen it's like, yeah, it's more obvious, that part. But when you see it in person, It's still good. It's still good, but yeah, but now I think ever since like knowing that is kind of like sticks out to me more, but it's still really good. It's still really good. We can't ask for perfection, so I feel like we just have to let go of the small imperfection, but it's really double M. Once you see us in person, wow, it's really, really good. It is really good. Tasting Salt is again just such a talented designer with some flaws. No one is perfect. Tasting Salt just has flaws, but she is really good at her work, and that's why this is legit her legal business. By the way, she says she registered as a business, so yeah, she's very, very talented. So yeah, that's it. That's it. Double M, do you want me to keep it in here or do you want me to take it out before shipping it to you? For now, I'll just leave it here for now, but I'll wait for your comments. If you want me to take out the card or leave it in here when I ship it to you, let me know. Okay. Okay. What a day. What a day. Like technically my day just started, but I really did not think, yeah, this was gonna happen. But here we are. Thank you for listening. Let me go to the comments now. So Sarah says overall beautiful top loader, got that right. Glad you guys agree. Cherry says I'm drinking milk tea and ready to listen to you spill the tea. Even more perfect. Drink your tea while listening to me. So I'm glad you guys. Yeah. Again, I was like nonstop talking for 35 minutes, but I'm glad you guys were listening and sipping tea as well. Weenie, welcome, long time no see. She says hi, how are you? Happy New Year. You too. I'm very okay. Hope you're doing well too, and Happy New Year to you too. Long time no see. Happy New Year. Yeah, Lulu says hi. Double M says yeah. So she says I remember everything so well. I feel like I must have been missing something, but yeah, I wanted to like say all the main points anyway. But yeah. She says it was stressful for the both of us. Yeah. So yeah, I'm only saying my part of the story, but of course, Double M, because she had to decide, it's her own top loader. Of course, yeah, gave her some pressure as well. But yeah, Double M, you know that experience. Yeah, but I'm so glad I warned you. But definitely, even with me warning you, like feeling it in person is totally different, of course, right? But I'm still glad I warned you, but yeah, dealing with it in person is more stressful, right, girlfriend? Which I totally understand. But I hope no regret. Okay, I hope you like are really in love with this top loader minus, some things, as you know. But yeah, but I really want to believe that once you see this in person, yeah, it's gonna be just, you're gonna love it. Okay, so yeah, that's my biggest hope. Hi again, everyone. Lulu says, I feel that the lights give off heat and the frame has to be sturdy to have a surface for glue charms that won't fall off from heat. I don't think I would want to do an LED top loader. Interesting. So the bulbs are super tiny though, but I feel like if you only have it lit up, for only a short amount of time, I want to believe the heat won't be so significant. But yeah, but definitely don't light up for longer than like, I don't know, 30 seconds, in all honesty, right? And so yeah, but yeah, that could be a concern. I don't know, these bulbs are so tiny. Yeah. So like Double M, when you see it in person, it's really, so tiny. But yeah, but I mean that is something to think about. Yeah, if you want LED in your top loader, yeah, just always be careful when using it, of course. Yeah. um yeah, Sarah says that sounds very stressful. Yeah. Every single commission, even my own commission, every time has always been stressful with her. And except, you know, the positive thing I can only take from it is that from that stress, the top loader ends up looking amazing, And so yeah, I just have to always remember the end result going fine. But then with Double M experience, like, the end result is a little bit lacking, right? But then yeah, I just really hope, yeah, when she like pays on this crown and like, that surely it's gonna be fine, and that she will love this. Yeah, that's still a hope of mine. So Double M, we don't have to wait for anything. I can ship this to you ASAP once the rest of your items arrive. And yeah, please update me what happens once you get it. Yeah. Lulu says, yes, the design is quite full of different things. Yes, indeed. The fact that you got a draft of the commission, I didn't get any of that with my commissions. You are right, Lulu. You are right. And so that's another thing with Tasting Salt is that her commissions are so stressful, but they're so detailed. So it's both the pro and con, right? Like I appreciate she is so detailed, but still, when I talk with her about those details, like, how did she forget the chain when I mentioned it like 2 times and she still didn't add the chain on? I'm just like, what's going on? And so yeah, so I do appreciate her being so detailed, but the end result, I don't know. I feel I don't know. That's complicated. But anyway, so Lulu, so the commissions that I help do for Lulu, which is not from Tasting Salt, they are always so simple. And those, of course, I like to do the most. Is that we just tell the designers like, hey, this is the color, the type, and like here's an example of what we want, and we trust you to just make it what you see fit, and then we'll ask me questions if need be, and then but usually nothing ever like super detailed or serious, but that's one risk to take, is that we're trusting the designer that they will make it great. And thankfully for Lulu's top loaders, that that weren't detailed commissions, but they all ended up great and she loves them. That's most important. And yeah, so with tasting, so like yeah, all that work and effort, and like it results in something so fancy and detailed. I guess we could think of it that way, but in my opinion, I don't know, I feel like still is because she doesn't really listen exactly to what I wanted. Like, because with my Gian commission, for example, I said on there, these are the charms that I want, except she put charms on there that I didn't want. Except I didn't say that I didn't want them, but I thought, like, because I didn't mention them, I thought that she wouldn't put them there, And so I was just very surprised that she put things there that I didn't mention. And so I was like, and so that's why I had to go through like a lot of conversations with her. It's like, please take this out, blah, blah, blah. And so, yeah, so it's just Tasting Salt is very, very unique. That's all I have to say. She's very, very unique. And the only positive thing is that she makes really, really, really beautiful top loader. Like I still really love my Gian commission top loader, but yeah, just thinking about the process of it always makes me like, but I have to always remember this is such a beautiful top loader, and I personally don't want to do another commission with her. But if I do, of course, it's fine. Okay, so any future customers, yeah, as long as you know all my stories and how it is doing a commission with her, and you're all prepared for everything, it's okay to do a commission with her again. Of course, very, very okay. And number one thing is just being flexible. I feel like that's the only thing to keep in mind, is that what you initially want as a top loader, sadly, will not be exactly like that, but we do our best to like go with the flow and get to the point that you are happy with, which is most important. And so yeah, that's the one thing I realized with her commissions, is that it's not going to be exactly what you initially thought, but in the end, that you still love it is most important. So yeah, that's the conclusion on doing commissions with Tasting Salt. Yeah. Double M says, actually, I asked for a Maltese charm. That's right, but she didn't have it. Yeah. Sejun's animal emoticon is the Maltese. Yeah, I didn't mention that because I just feel like the potion bottle was like more of a significant thing. But yes, so like Sejun is a Maltese, and so she asked if she has a Maltese charm. And like, in my opinion, I was like, I wonder, but she has like random things sometimes. So I was like, okay, yeah, we'll see if she has it. And so she responded about that, saying she doesn't have exactly a Maltese charm, but she just has a regular white dog. And like, would you be okay with that? And so I asked that to Double M. She's like, no, then we could just like delete it. And so yeah, so she didn't want like any regular white dog. She wanted like a Maltese style. But Tasting Salt did not have anything that detailed. And so yeah, so what she has in stock is like super random. Sometimes, when I see her past commissions, like she has like lots of random charms that I never thought she would have. But then when I ask her for like certain charms, like the potion bottle and Maltese, but she's like, no, I don't have anything like that. And I'm just like, interesting. So yeah, so that's also another thing to always remember, is that her inventory of charms is very, very random. Yeah. Double M says, glad to know all the extra details about Tasting Salt. Good. I'm glad that you don't mind hearing all this extra tea and details. Yes, indeed. Yeah. That I just spill it all in this tea chatting. Jerry says, I mean, she is getting paid. She should not be annoyed. I agree. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just do wonder, like, why she acts that way. I don't know, but yeah, but I just do my best to do my best to make her job easier, even though I don't know if that's really something I should be doing as her client. But yeah, but I always felt that way when I talk with her, is that she definitely is not like too generous with me, and like I always have to conform to what she wants to do and stuff. And like, when she pressures me to like respond quicker and stuff, and I'm just like, so as long as her business is doing fine, good for her. Okay. But yeah, but I wish I could tell her, you should improve on being like more patient and generous. But you know yeah, what can we do? um um Lulu says these top loader commissions are as stressful as chasing after fan sites for merch orders. Yeah, yeah, you know my stories, Lulu. You know my stories. So in my opinion, dealing with fan sites who don't like who don't fix their issues with me, I think those are still worse than doing a commission with Tasting Salt. Just my personal opinion, because fan sites, um what's the word to say, they're not a legit business. At least Tasting Salt, she's a legit business, but she's like, I don't know, she's not good at communicating too well, or she's not patient. That's just a humanly flaw. But then with fan sites is that I hate that they take forever to respond back to me. So Tasting Salt, she's always really good at responding. Like, she's like online 24/7, I guess. But given this is her full-time job, maybe she should be online 24/7. But then with fan sites, they have their own lives, and they don't really prioritize taking care of their customers. You know what I mean? Because it's not like they're a full-time job. And so fan sites, I feel, is always the worst to deal with, because slow response, they don't really give you a lot of care. And so yeah, so that's why I have blacklisted fan sites. I'm just like, yeah, I never ever want to deal with them again. And so yeah, it's okay. So yeah, anyways, yeah, for you guys to know all this tea of my job as MyKshopper. Yeah. um Lulu says maybe the charms is very opaque and you can't put a light underneath it. Yeah, yeah. I thought that at first when I saw the photo and Double M first mentioned it. That's what I thought as well. But then looking at the back, it is actually very obvious. There is like quite a big space of no light there. So yeah, but it's okay. But who knows, if maybe even if there was like extra light there, maybe it would still look the same, because there are a lot of charms like in this area. And so yeah, so even though now it's like the elephant in the room, is like we can't help but like notice that now. Like for me personally, I didn't really notice it until Double M told me. And so so I just hope surely, yeah, Double M can see past it, or not think about it and just enjoy it for what it is. Yeah. And the charm of doing, I guess, customized stuff is that, yeah, it's one of a kind, but it's not perfect. Yeah, that's how I always feel about my Guillaume commission. So yeah. um Sarah says, Wano just unarchived another Instagram post. What? Okay. Wait. Any off-topic things? Let's save it for next time. Let's save it up. But thank you for letting me know. But any like off-topic things, I'll leave for next time, so that I can go soon and like get ready for the other stuff we're doing today. All right, guys. Okay. But also, yeah, I still don't really know who's taking charge of his Instagram account. So you guys remember how like I'm still like not sure like what exactly Wano is doing on his own. We're not sure, because for now we only know that he's in the military working, but don't really know what exactly he can do while he's in the military. You know what I mean? So for now, I'm still just going with the flow. I guess going with the flow, but I don't want to ever assume something like, oh, for sure of something, unless like Wano like makes it. I don't know. You guys get okay. Anyways, I said I wasn't gonna talk about. Okay. Next time. Okay. And yeah, I saw that it was 1:0 time, but I didn't mention it. Okay. So yeah, anything off topic, yeah, save that for next time. But anyways, yeah, it was 1:0 time, but it's still off topic. Okay. Sarah says, yeah. Yeah. So we already know that Wano did archive posts. Yeah. And so yeah, and they will like be revealed later. Yeah. So we know that is gonna happen. Yeah. But like one concern I have is like, I hope we don't automatically assume like this is all like what's the word I'm thinking of. Is that the only thing that I'm most concerned about is that we don't know what exactly Wano is doing. So like ever since December 5th, he has not shown anything of what he's doing. And like yeah, so for now, I just want to see it as that way until Wano himself of something to confirm like what exactly he's doing. And so for now, like I just don't want to assume or like imagine something without being like really, really sure about it. So that's why I feel this way. It's just for me to not think too much about it and just go with the flow that this is all like pre-prepared stuff and just take it as that basically. But I still feel like we haven't heard from Wano ever since December 4th, in my opinion. I feel like, yeah, it's just, yeah, in my opinion, that's how I feel. And I'll continue to think that way until for sure something like more definite, yeah, has like happens later. Yeah. Um, um, That's right. He's not showing you silent. That's right. Yeah, yeah. So I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that, but I still don't see it as Wano like really posting. Do you guys get me? So I just see it as like it's all pre-prepared stuff, but I don't feel like I don't feel like Wano what's the word? What do you guys get me? I hope you guys get me, but I need to move on. Okay. Um Lulu says, top loader commission drama suggests you find a clear backing for the crown to be secure. Yeah, yeah. So double M, yeah, yeah. I don't know if she saw it, but yeah, I do if possible, but if not, I don't know if it'll look good if you do find a clear backing for the crown. But that is a good suggestion. But yeah, double M, let us know what happens once you get it and how you go about it. Lulu says, I use the bookmarks to help slide it in. That's a good suggestion. That's a good suggestion. Guys, I'll do that from now on. But yeah, guys, that's a great suggestion. You could use like a bookmark to push it in more. Thank you for that suggestion. Double M says it's really beautiful with Sejun photo card. It really is. And she says the LED lights up. Well, I'm so glad you say that. And she says she is still happy. That is most important. That double M, that all this effort and like this is for her to keep forever. As long as double M is happy, I'm very happy to hear that. Okay. And I'm gonna fully assume you're not lying to me. Okay, double M never lied to me. Okay, I'm gonna take it all as your honest feelings, and so I'm very, very happy to hear that. And double M says, oh, I can leave the photo card inside. It's all good. Okay, okay, so I will ship it to you as is, like here. And then as I showed earlier, that the crown will be together like this in this little pouch. And so yeah, okay, we'll ship it to you just like this. Great, great, great. um Lulu says Sejun photo card so beautiful in his lovely home. That's right. That's right. I wonder, like, is this like a permanent home for him? Or I mean, totally you could switch it out with like new photo cards in the future that could match the style. Like, I'm still wondering if my commission, Gion one, if I want to change out that photo card. But I mean, this is a permanent home, is not bad either. Not bad either. But yeah, really, really beautiful. Yeah. um Double M says, thank you so much for doing this commission story. No, it's all good. Thank you for your permission that it's okay that I say this all publicly. And so for everyone out there to know as well, yeah, it's not easy doing tasting salt commissions, but I'm happy to share my stories and also like, get it off my chest makes me feel so much better from like all the stress that I had to deal with working with her. And so yeah, just know that, work is not easy, but gotta do what you gotta do. And thank you for listening. Really, thanks guys for interest and listening to my story. And double M, thank you for your cooperation. Like again, you made it much easier. Okay, like I was really, really shocked that you didn't want to change a lot from the first draft. I'm still shocked about it, but like thank you, double M as well. That made the job easier. That you were very okay with how Tasting Salt did the drafts. Yeah. Oh, and double M says, I love hearing all your insight stories. I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. So yeah, you are the most important person that I wanted here to hear all my stories. And so glad you liked hearing it. I'm glad. Yeah. Double M says, thank you at Lulu again for your generous compliment on Sejun's photo card. Yes, yes. And he is indeed a beautiful man. Yes, indeed. Yeah. And then Lulu says, I have a fondness for Sejun and Seungshik. They were on the V Live with Wano in Japan. That's right. Sejun has the same temperament as I am, a quiet man compared to Seungshik. That is correct. That is correct. But I feel like I am is way more quiet, like a whole different level of quietness. With Sejun, yeah, as well, yeah, has that kind of quietness. But he has like still like a kind of silly side to him. Like I recommend you guys like see them like play games and stuff, like some kind of like variety show games. I see those randomly sometimes, and like yeah, he's like a silly game guy. Like and it was just very interesting to see. But I always can never forget him spilling curry on his lap. Just what can we do? Anyways, that will always be funny. But I mean, it doesn't make him funny. It's just the action that is funny. But I feel like his reaction as well was quite funny. Yeah. Anyways, now I can't forget that. But usually I think of him as like VICTON and also equal musical with Wano. Yeah. Anyways, he's fun. He's fun. Sarah says, as someone who loves Wano and VICTON, I was so happy that Equal helped Wano, Sejun, and Singsi be friends, right? And I'm glad to hear that you were so excited to see them work together. So cute. I didn't think much about it. I just thought like, oh wow, Wano with VICTON guys. I just thought, oh wow, that's cool. And then but then seeing how they all became like friends and stuff, I'm like, so sweet. They should be friends. And so it was very, very cute to see. Cherry says, I just feel weird sometimes not seeing Wano because I had gotten used to seeing Wano so often. I know, I knew it was gonna be tough adjusting it, right? I knew, and like but definitely tougher for you guys than for me because Wano is not my ultimate bias, but I'll deal with it once Gion goes to the military, and so I can assume it's tough, and so just for me personally, I still feel like Wano has been off the grid ever since December 4th. Like even on December 5th. No, wait. Did he write on December 5th? No, that was pre-prepared. No, that was pre-prepared. Yeah. So in my opinion, I feel like I haven't really heard from Wano since December 4th, and I don't know if we ever will. But anything that like happens on social media and stuff, like all the things, even the Instagram, I just feel like it's just all pre-prepared, or is the company doing it for him? And so because in the military, it's strict stuff. So I just really wonder how much freedom could he have, but like so far he still hasn't posted anything on social media, like himself, like you guys know what I mean, right? Like Baekhyun from EXO, he can write on Twitter all the time, but he's in social services too. But I'm like, I wonder what exactly he's doing. And so anyways, so until like I see like Wano like actually post something like by himself, then that's when I feel like that's the first time we actually heard from Wano since he enlisted, and so for now, just everything just feels pre-prepared, and I'm sure Wano is like reading everything, seeing everything, but he still is very, very off the grid. Until if ever he wants to let us know. But if not, who knows? Maybe this will really be the quietest 1 year and a half we will experience, right? But I don't know. So for now, I just I just don't think about it, and just see Wano whenever we see Wano. Double M says Sejun is very random. Right? I feel like he is. Yeah. He can say and do something really crazy. His VLive can last up to 3 hours. Him and me, we're similar. That he said he knows how to entertain Alice. Alice, is the fan club for VICTON. That's hilarious. Then he is not really like I am. I am could never do a 3-hour live. And so so Sejun is a little bit more active, I guess, in that sense. And so isn't he so silly? He is so silly. And so that's proof of it. So interesting. Lulu says I feel Wano is probably under the same restrictions as Shawnu. So far seems like it, right? But then Shawnu was able to post on Instagram very randomly last year. Didn't that happen? Very, very randomly last year. And then after that, he never posted again. So I was just like, what exactly is going on? And but still we have never seen him post on Fan Cafe again ever since the cup incident. So I'm just like, what is going on? I still wonder about Shawnu. Like, he better explain to us once he comes out of the military what the heck was going on. And so anyways, so Wano kind of feels like Shawnu right now, but like so I do wonder, is it by choice or is it because they can't? And so for now, given it's been over a month and still nothing from Wano, like really directly from him yet. And also I still wonder how come I couldn't find him in the military website. So I really wonder what the heck is going on. Like maybe he's doing something super, super secretive. I don't know. So many question marks. And so for now, I'm just accepting it that he's on a very, very long vacation, right, guys? Like school vacation, but he is right now on a very, very long business trip, vacation, whatever you want to think of it. And we'll see him in about 1.5 years. And if ever he writes like a random letter or post to us, that's like, we will treasure that, of course. But if maybe doesn't happen until 1.5 years, we'll accept it as it is. But thankfully we have lots of pre-prepared content. Weenie Kid is here. Sassy Photo Book is here. I don't think I'll unbox them today. Doesn't seem like I'll have time. So maybe tomorrow, maybe. And so anyways, we still are like seeing lots of Wano every so often anyway. So we'll go enjoy those things later. Yeah. So Sean, probably working with children or seniors or privacy issues, whatever it could be. I just wonder, what exactly Wano is doing. Could be any of those things. The circus doesn't need to follow him. Exactly right. So I want to believe there must be a reason behind this, and we'll just wait and see. Sarah says, the ring post was posted recently, not an archive post. Great. Good to know. You won't get a notification for an unarchived post. And you can see that ring post was from 6 days ago, not December 4th, like the unarchived ones. Right. So I do understand that. But still, I still don't know how I feel about that, if it's really posted by Wano or not, because I still feel like in some sense, he's not like really doing anything. I don't know. Is it just me? I don't know. I still feel like it just doesn't feel like it. Do you guys get me? I don't know. There's so, like, maybe you guys don't get me, but I still feel like something, it still doesn't feel like, do you guys get me? Most likely not, but so anyways, I just to try to understand my point of view simply, I still feel like we haven't heard from Wano since December 4th, and that everything that we see now, everything still feels pre-prepared for me. Like this post to post today, that was pre-prepared, to post today. That's how I feel like with anything they post on YouTube, Twitter, whatever. It just feels like all was prepared, that they wanted to post these things on these days. So that's still how I feel like. Until like I don't know what Wano will do that will make me feel like it's really not prepared. Like, do you guys get me? You don't have to get me, but that's in conclusion, I still feel like everything, even his Instagram, everything just feels prepared, but nothing is like nothing feels like is unprepared ever since December 4th. Sorry. That's what I mean to say. But anyways, just my personal opinion. And so that's why I don't think of these things as a big deal. Just everything still feels like it's all prepared. Sarah says, every time I see a Baekhyun tweet, I wish we could get the same from Wano. She says, I wish we would get it from Shonu too, but Shonu is really not active on social media. That's right. Every time I see Baekhyun's tweet too, like I'm not following him, but it just like pops up on my feed. I'm just like, what's up with that? I still wonder what's up with that. Like, what kind of rules do they have? Like, it must depend on their job, of course, but always makes me curious. I don't know what's going on. Lula says, Shoni posted the cup he made at his workplace and got in trouble for doing that. I still believe that's what happened. So we don't know for sure. Like, do you guys know that? We still don't know for sure if that was the reason, but it feels like pretty sure to me. It feels pretty sure to me, but I never say 100% until they confirm for us 100%. But so I want to assume maybe Shoni did not know that you're not supposed to post something from your work, even though it was just a cup in a sink. But still, that was, I guess, not allowed. And so, still my guess on that. And so, so I just wonder if, like, any person in the military, no matter where you are, you can't post anything. I don't know. But again, wish Wano could be tweeting like how Baekhyun does. But then again, his Twitter is like business Wano Twitter, right? And is Baekhyun's Twitter, is it like his own personal Twitter, right? Like, do you guys get like the difference? But I wonder, is Baekhyun's Twitter also used for like business? But I don't think so. They would usually post business on official XO account, I assume, right? So anyways, there could be some like restrictions, I assume. Anyways, guys, we're not supposed to go off topic. This is about the commission. Top loader, Sejun. Sorry, guys. We got to save that conversation for next time. Sorry. Anyways, I always can't control myself either. It's okay. But I just wanted to try to briefly respond to it. But of course I did it. Okay. So let's keep going. I would like to hear from Sean about his military experience too. I know. I really hope he'll tell us. April is right around the corner. As you guys know, I really like April. So lots of things to look forward to in April. Lulu says, Wano spent the entire day making that ring. It was too cute, and he's such a fluffy cheese ball, as always. This guy. Lulu says, Baekhyun got in trouble with his videos on his channel, and he has to throw the crumbs for his fans. Right. Like, I'm still confused about that. So Baekhyun can't post his videos, but for some reason, everyone else could. right? How come? What the heck happened? I don't know. So I want to assume maybe because Pekin was making money from it. But I mean, can't you just like upload it and just not make money? But I guess SM doesn't want to do that. So, anyways, so many question marks, right, guys? But for now, it seems like just everything just feels very, what's the word? Just very, so yeah, I still feel like nothing has changed since December 4th. You guys feel me? If not, don't worry. But that's how I have been feeling. And I wait for a very big thing to happen whenever that big thing will happen. Yep. Yep. We wait and see. Okay. So right now it's 3:39 p.m. So if you guys don't know, I have another YouTube account called Kreatine Entertainment Group. You can find it like through Twitter's. My Twitter is Kreatine KRW, and so we're gonna have a tea talk at 7 p.m. today, which is like 3 hours from now. Yeah. And anyways, I just can't believe it's like time is just so fast. Okay, so I need to prepare some things before that tea talk, but and so for now, I do plan to be there right on time. I should, but if not, don't worry. Okay, but I should be there right on time. I'm usually very strict about being punctual, and so I should be there at 7 p.m. and we're gonna talk about lots of things. Let's see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. And so, anyways, let me rest for the next 3 hours, and then most likely we might be nonstop talking for like 3 to 4 hours. Like I said, I hope we don't go past 4 hours, but I'll do my best. Okay, so that's where we'll end on. Let me just wait a minute or two and see you guys at 7 p.m. if you can join me on Kreatine at 7 p.m. Tea Talk. Lulu says they must have had sponsored content, which is a no-no. Might have been. There we go. And so maybe after that one mistake is like can't do anything else after that. It's very possible. Just one mistake and can't do it anymore. So very possible. Yeah. But anyways, that's just my assumption. Yeah. Double M, she says, I'll look forward for MX comeback on Monday. Are you able to like see me when I do my reaction? Double M, if we see you there would be great. But yeah, looking forward to 2 days away. If we can see you there, buddy, happy to see you. And also Double M, thank you for, you are the reason that these live videos happen about this top loader commission. But thank you for letting me share the story and able to join me on these lives, and have a good rest of the day. Talk again soon, buddy. See you soon. And she says, yeah, being a Monbibit and an Alice is not easy. I can assume. Like I don't know how you guys can do it, but as long as you're doing it, you go, buddy. All right. Okay. And then we'll see you later, buddy. And then, Lulu, why are you really going to sleep for like 3 hours? Okay. Anyways, Lulu, go. See you later. Okay. Sarah says, rest well. See you later. Yes. And Cherry also says, see you soon. And Double M says, okay, have a rest and see you in 3 hours. Can you really join me? Are you guys really going to? Okay. Anyways, if I see you, I see you. If I don't worry about it. All right. So see you guys again later. Have a good whatever you're gonna do. Okay. But let me sign off. Yeah, this is the last video for my MyKshopper for today. As always, be healthy, be safe, be careful, be happy, stay happy. Good day, good night. Take care of the planet and everyone around you. And hopefully we won't have any more shopping drama. Most likely we will. Okay, most likely we will. So I'll see you guys in the next unboxing or talking drama. Yeah. Okay. Until next night. So let me just wait like 30 more seconds. But also, not only tea talk tonight, but come back, MX back. Look forward to it, and my new high tech, advancement that's going on. So lots of things to look forward to, y'all. I feel like I'm really like in high tech like age after I just technology just really astounds me these days. And so I just can't imagine, what else is going to happen in the future. And so anyways, okay, I'm going. All right. See you guys later. Bye.